Just enjoy, because painting should make you happy. Should be a fun experience. And you can always add a little more color. Start with very little color. You can always go back and add a little more. That's very simple. It's a son of a gun to try to take it off, though. You can do it, but it's very difficult. Okay, and that quickly we've laid in a happy little sky. That easy. Okay, now then, while we have this brush dirty, let's have a little touch of water in this painting. I love water, and it's always fun to do. So I'm going to go right back into my phthalo blue, reach right over here and grab a touch, just a touch of the phthalo green. Don't need much of that. It's very strong. Just a touch. Phthalo blue and phthalo green. And just tap it into the bristles again. Okay, now decide where you want the water to be and pull from the outside in. Start on the outside, pull in. Start on the bottom, work up, so it gets lighter and lighter toward the horizon. Now see, if you start here and go over, it leaves a very distinct line, which is hard to blend out. There we go. But you can if you happen to forget. But blend from the outside in, and leave a little area open right in here. Look like a little sheen of light coming across the water when we're done. Start at the bottom, work upward, let it get lighter and lighter toward the top. Lighter and lighter. Just like so. There we go. See how easy that is? That's all there is to it. Now then, I have several brushes going, and you'll find that saves you a lot of time. Have a tiny bit of paint on your brush. You can just wrap it like that, and it'll take that paint off. Okay, let's use the fan brush today. We'll build a happy little cloud. Let's go right into titanium white. I'm going to reach down here, be right back, get the least little touch, a little bit more of the bright red. I want to put a little sunlight in these clouds. I want to make a happy little cloud today. Happy little cloud. Okay. Decide where your cloud lives. Maybe he lives right in here. Take the corner of the brush and just make tiny little circles. Tiny little circles, round and around and around. Don't stay in one place and keep working. If you just stay in one place here and keep grinding the paint, you're going to end up with big cotton balls up in the sky. Now you can also do this just as well with a 1-inch brush or 2-inch brush. 2-inch brush makes fantastic clouds. Okay, now with a clean, dry 2-inch brush, use the top corner of the brush, and you want to blend just the base of these clouds out. Not touching the top yet, just blend. See, very lightly, very, very lightly. Just like so. Just barely, barely blending. Okay, now we're going to fluff it. And this, we're going to do it big circular patterns. Grab it gently and fluff it upward. Just fluff it. And you're going to pull up little stringy things when you do that. Don't worry about them, because when you go across, they just go away. And that easy. You have one beautiful little cloud. Maybe we'll put another happy little cloud in here. Maybe this other cloud, maybe he lives right over here. Same thing, tiny little circles. Just drop him in wherever you think he should live. He lives right there. And in your world, you put a cloud where you want it. You don't necessarily need to put a cloud where I do. You put it where you think. If you think it lives somewhere else, then that's where it ought to be. There we go. Lift it gently, lift it, and very lightly. Just go across it. And that easy. We got another happy little cloud right there. Our little mountain. Yeah, I got to make a big decision here. Maybe he lives right here, just floats around in the clouds. Pushing very firmly, very firmly. We're trying to push this color right into the fabric. And you just decide where you want little bumps to live. See, there's one. Wherever. at the top of the mountain, no pressure. Just let it float. Just let it float right down the side of the mountain there. No pressure. See? Follow the angles in your mountain. Absolutely no pressure. Okay, maybe right here. Think where light would strike. Think where the sun would shine through here and create all these beautiful little effects. And if you're right-handed, it's normally easier for the light to come from the right side. Normally easier. See? Very delicate touch, though. Very delicate. Very, very delicate. This is a time when the little knife would come in even better. So you can get back here with a little knife and get these little places. That little son of a gun just sneaks right in there. Either knife works very well. They both have the straight edges and they work very good. Take a little bit of blue and white. This is a little phthalo blue. Just a touch. Just a touch. Mix it up about like so. That's good. Cut across, and once again we have that small roll of paint right out on the edge of the knife, so you can see it's right on the end. There you go. Now then, decide which peaks farthest away. If this one's in the background, put a shadow behind this one first. Just a little tiny shadow. Then a shadow here. Let it come down distinctly through. See there? Distinctly through. No pressure at all. Think in your mind that the only thing touching the canvas is that little tiny roll of paint. And each little highlight needs a shadow. If it doesn't have a shadow, it won't come out and play with you. It'll just leave you. Just leave you stranded. Okay, now then. Sometimes it's fun to play some games. All right, clean dry brush. I'm going to tap the base of this following the angles. I want to create mist. Now lift upward very softly. 3 hairs and some air over here. Follow these angles. Lift, lift, blend. See, it just softens that son of a gun right down there. Okay, now then. Maybe, see, you can change your mind. Now, maybe there's a peak that lives right here. And if we want to make this one look like it's in front of that, by diffusing that first and then bringing a line distinctly down, it'll push all that back. But that little misty area is the only thing that separates those. So cherish it. It's your good friend. Maybe this, shoot, look here. You can take this anywhere you want it to go. Anywhere you want to go. But notice all the angles of highlight or light color are in the same basic direction. Same basic direction. Because light's only going to strike at a given angle coming through here. Sing! Pretend you're a sunbeam, just wandering around here and having fun. Okay, now we need a shadow back here. Everywhere there's a highlight, we have to have